Breaking news from the southern border. According to recently released figures, illegal border crossings have plummeted to their lowest annual level in 55 years, marking a dramatic shift in one of America's most contentious political issues. President Trump says mission accomplished, but what's really happening at the border? Let's break down the numbers, the policies, and what this historic low really means. Before we continue, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification for more updates. The statistics are remarkable. According to CBS News reports from October 2025, unlawful crossings at the U.S.-Mexico border have hit levels not seen since 1970. During President Trump's first 8 months back in office, Border Patrol agents have recorded fewer than 9,000 apprehensions each month along the southern border. To put that in perspective, under the Biden administration, that same number was sometimes recorded in a single 24-hour period. The Trump administration has touted even more significant figures. According to White House statements, illegal border encounters are down 95% compared to peak levels under Biden, with so-called gotaways, migrants who evade detection, down by 99%. To understand this drop, we need to look at what preceded it. Under President Biden, illegal border crossings soared to record levels, averaging approximately 2 million encounters per year from 2021 to 2023. Cities across America, from New York to Chicago to Denver, struggled with the influx as migrants sought shelter and assistance. The peak came in late 2023, when monthly encounters regularly exceeded 200,000. However, it's crucial to note that the decline actually began before Trump took office. After Biden enacted strict limits on asylum in the summer of 2024, as the election campaign was hitting up, crossings began falling sharply. So what exactly did the Trump administration do differently? Within his first 100 days back in office, Trump implemented what his administration calls the most aggressive border enforcement operation in modern American history. The strategy included several key components. First, military deployment. Trump issued National Security Presidential Memorandum 4, deploying military personnel and resources to support Department of Homeland Security operations at the border. This provided additional surveillance capabilities and personnel to deter unauthorized crossings. Second, a zero-tolerance messaging campaign. From day one, the administration made clear that illegal entry would not be tolerated, likely creating a deterrent effect among potential migrants considering the journey. Third, diplomatic pressure on Mexico. Trump negotiated with Mexican authorities to crack down on drug trafficking and migration from the Mexican side. In March 2025 alone, Mexico seized 1,500 kilograms of fentanyl, the largest seizure in Mexican history. Fourth, enhanced ICE operations. Immigration and Customs Enforcement ramped up interior enforcement, with detention numbers rising 10% compared to the end of the Biden administration. And finally, the continued construction of border wall infrastructure using previously allocated funds that had been paused under Biden. But not everyone is celebrating these numbers, and it's worth examining the concerns being raised. Immigration experts point out several complicating factors. First, seasonal and cyclical patterns. Border crossings naturally fluctuate based on weather, economic conditions, and other factors. Extremely hot or cold weather typically suppresses crossing attempts. Second, the deterrent effect of rhetoric. Some analysts argue that the sharp decline reflects fear and deterrence messaging rather than fundamental changes in border security infrastructure. The question becomes, is this sustainable long-term? Third, humanitarian concerns. Advocacy groups have raised alarms about the conditions for migrants and the aggressive enforcement tactics, though the administration maintains these measures are necessary for border security and public safety. Fourth, economic implications. Some economists worry about labor shortages in industries that have historically relied on immigrant workers, both documented and undocumented. And finally, the measurement debate. Critics note that encounters and apprehensions don't tell the complete story of immigration, as they don't account for visa overstays, which represent a significant portion of the undocumented population. So has Trump accomplished his mission? The answer depends on who you ask and how you define success. By the metric of illegal border crossings, the numbers are undeniably at historic lows. The southern border has seen a transformation from the chaos of 2023 to relative calm in 2025. This represents a significant shift in border enforcement. The administration argues they've delivered on a core campaign promise, securing the border and restore law and order to the immigration system. Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem stated that President Trump promised to secure the border, and he's delivered. However, critics caution against declaring mission accomplished. They point out that immigration is a complex, multifaceted issue that extends far beyond border crossings. Questions remain about asylum processing, legal immigration pathways, the status of dreamers, and the millions of undocumented immigrants already living in the United States. Moreover, sustainability is uncertain. Will these numbers hold once the initial deterrent effect wears off? Will economic conditions or violence in Central and South America drive new migration waves? What's clear is that we're witnessing a historic moment in American border policy. Whether you view this as a triumph of enforcement or have concerns about the methods and broader implications, the data shows an undeniable shift. Illegal border crossings have fallen to levels not seen in over half a century. That's a fact. Whether this represents a lasting solution or a temporary lull remains to be seen. Immigration has challenged every modern president, and this chapter is still being written. What do you think? Are these numbers a sign of successful policy or part of a larger, more complex story? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more in-depth analysis on the issues that matter.